USCIS will make it more expensive to use premium processing in 2024. Yes, you heard it right. I didn't expect this kind of news in the last week of the year. In fact, yesterday I released my last video of the year. And today, 27th of December, just a few days away from the end of the year, we are reading this official news from USCIS where they say that premium processing will get more expensive. We're going to see now what is the new price that you will have to pay if you want to do premium processing. But before, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Oscar. I'm not a lawyer. In this channel, we talk about green card categories like EB2 NIW or EB1A, where you can self-petition. That means that you don't need to have a job offer, a company is sponsoring you, and you can even do it without a lawyer. So let's move on. This is going to be a very short video. Let's move on to the news. I didn't make slides or anything like that. I'm a little bit lazy towards the end of the year. So we're going to go through the official news, and I'm going to leave a link so you can read this at your own pace if you need to, and it's going to be in the description of the video. So USCIS announces this inflation adjustment for premium processing, and they can do this because there's a law called the USCIS Stabilization Act where the agency is allowed to do that adjustment to account for inflation every couple of years. And it's been 3 years since they passed that law, and now they are using the inflation from June 2021 to June 2023, and they are going to implement that increase in prices, which, as you know, prices have gone up a lot. Inflation has gone through the roof in these last couple of years because of many different reasons. So in this news, you have two key information, two pieces of information. February 26, 2024 is the date when this new price goes into effect. So when you submit Form I-907, that is premium processing, if you want to use it, remember that premium processing is not mandatory, it's your choice. If you want to use premium processing, you submit Form I-907. If it's postmarked on or after February 26, you need to provide the updated higher price for the fee. So until now, it was $2,500. Now you will have to pay $2,800, which is the other piece of information that is important to note, okay? So there is a table here with all the forms that are affected, forms that you can use premium processing with. So here we have to go to Form I-140. That is the form that we use to initiate the process for EB2 NIW or for EB1A. The current price was $2,500. For EB1A, that has been the case for years. For NIW, that was the case since they implemented premium processing just this year in 2023. And now the new fee will be $2,805. And that applies, again, both for EB1 and EB2 NIW. But you can see in this table that many other processes are affected. Processes like H visas or F visas, change of status for F visas. So pretty much everything is affected. But for what is important for this channel, EB2 NIW, EB1A, Form I-140, if you want to expedite that form, then you will need to pay $2,805 if you do it on or after February 26. So very important, I repeat, February 26, 2024 is the date that if you submit your petition on that date or after that date, you will no longer be able to do it for $2,500. You'll need to pay $2,805. So they are adjusting for inflation. Now I have a video for NIW where I discuss if it makes sense or not to use premium processing. The high-level summary is that for me, in the current situation, it doesn't make any sense unless you are in a very, very specific situation. You can go and check out that video. Now, my opinion is even stronger. Why would you pay this amount if this even higher amount if you can get your I-140 decision in 4, 5, 6 months instead of 45 days? That is what the premium processing guarantees. But again, it's a personal decision. It depends on how anxious you are about your decision and all of that. But remember that premium processing only affects the I-140 step. So with the current visa bulletin wait times that go beyond 1 year, and since you cannot expedite the adjustment of status or consular processing because you cannot do anything about the visa bulletin, then in my opinion, premium processing doesn't make a lot of sense for most people out there, and it will help you to really, really reduce the cost of your application. Now, the situation could change. The visa bulletin delays could be reduced in the future, or the processing times for your I-140 regular processing times could get longer for some reason. Then maybe premium processing is again an option for NIW. For EB1A is a different story because for EB1A most countries are current in the visa bulletin. That means there's no wait time for the second part of the process. So if you apply premium processing, you can get your decision in 15 days, and you are really shortening the whole green card process. So it's something to consider. If you are very serious about this type of processes, I have two websites for you. One is eb1greencard.info if you want to go for the highest standard, EB1A, or if you are interested in the more popular EB2 NIW, I have eb2niw.info. These two websites have a lot of resources for do-it-yourself petitioners, people that want to do it by themselves, typically without a lawyer. You can find a lot of resources, sample petitions, and particularly, I always talk about my courses because you will have a step-by-step guide with video lectures where you will learn about the requirements, how to fulfill those requirements, and how to craft all those important documents that you need to include in your petition. Not only the forms are just part of it, but your recommendation letters, your cover letter, how to assemble everything, how to refer to those exhibits. It's really a good resource for you. So take a look in eb2niw.info or eb1greencard.info. And for NIW now, we do monthly live sessions. Even beyond that, you can submit questions in all lectures if you are a member of the course. Now, I hope this news, don't demotivate you. You remember you can still do it without premium processing if this is too much for you to pay. But I wanted to come here, give you the news as soon as possible. No matter if we're talking about good or bad news, you know that this is the channel where you will get the analysis quickly, but also with real official data from USCIS, and that's exactly what I'm doing in this last week of the year. I again wish you a happy 2024, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.